No!
You are lonely too, right? I've been waiting at the bottom of the dark sea. We'll be together soon.
So, we reach yet another mission where Ichiko is armed and dangerous. But thankfully, you don't really have to put too much effort to avoid detection because, I mean, that screenshot of her just pointing the gun is hilarious. And does she have a... I just noticed that she has a katana.
Of course she does.
But yeah, the game tells you to watch out for her because she is so dangerous. Honestly, not really. She's the least of your concerns.
But she has glorious Nihon steel folded over 1 billion times.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter when she can't find you.
Neither can your AI partner, apparently.
No, she can. She just runs out of breath very easily. Remember?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, this is the I believe this is the first stage where she actually is your helper. And she actually has a pretty unique... I mean, obviously, she has her abilities. She has her abilities to control the Yamibido and Yamire, and she can actually, in this case, hold back the Yamire, or it seems so, because she will randomly like start doing something with her powers. She will randomly start doing things with her powers, and then just like be out of breath for a moment.
Can't lose what?
Yeah, here I was looking for where Ichiko was. No, this is not Ichiko.
Well, you found her.
It's not her. No, she just got ambushed by... I honestly completely... I am completely drawing a blank at what the hell I'm doing here. I believe what you need to do here is you want to wait for Tomoe to... There's something that you need to wait on happening, and that I believe it's for Ichiko to leave this area. That was it. Since I couldn't find her, I just assumed that she's just gone from the range. Although, in all honesty, you could probably just like get behind her, and she would just forget you exist.
Like most of us.
And yeah, our friend constantly gets stuck with the Yamire.
You just leave her to fucking fight all these guys by yourself constantly. I mean, I guess it's in character, but like, geez, Nico, I didn't know you were that dedicated to the roleplay.
Yeah, the thing with her is because she tries to use her power, she is reliant on somebody else actually finishing the job, which is a little bit, inconvenient because compared to all the other characters that you have as your companions, they will generally just like bap the enemy that gets in their way or ignore them and just, move on, whereas she holds them, from attacking her, and then more calm.
Yeah. Just jump down. There you go.
For a second there, I thought she fell through the floor.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Exactly.
My hair ornament. My hair ornament. Hair ornament. Ornament.
Mamoru, please, you know who she is. Like, seriously.
Right.
But yeah, you just want to jinx her. Technically, in this fight, you could use, you could ideally make use of the quick turn command, except that the quick turn command is really awful and very unreliable. And thanks for hitting me.
You're out of ammo.
But yeah, Tomoe can actually like mess you up very, very quickly.
Let's go. We're almost there.
But she's not gonna be a problem anymore.
Now she's adding to the environment.
Yeah.
The great circle of life.
What a tree growing from the floor, from the
Yes.
boards. I mean, to be fair, it is not from this world. Now, these two missions, again, they're mostly very similar. They start off exactly the same as per usual. But the main difference, if I recall correctly, is that you enter that same location in a different way.
I've been waiting at the bottom of the dark sea.
I didn't know this took place in Digimon Adventure. Like the same universe.
But yeah, again, we want to skedaddle from here because Ichiko is armed and dangerous. Don't fight or block her, just run away.
First, let's head up.
I mean, how does she even lose me in this location? Is my question. Probably,
Very effectively, apparently.
like, probably you can find that out by if you were to sidejack her and follow her the entire time, but at the same time, if I were to sidejack her and follow her the entire time, I would not be running away from her.
Yeah, seems kind of productive.
But yeah, here, Tomoe actually leaves the building, leaves her house, and actually lets us in.
You don't have to shout, little pig, let me come in anymore.
But yeah,
Instead, the Yami Ray are aggressive this time. Jeez.
yeah, you have. Oh, hi, Ichiko. No time to waste. Come on.
Now there's time to waste.
Now they're inside somehow. But yeah, you can see they are not attacking her, which is what she was doing the whole time before. Just holding them back and waiting for you to take care of them.
What's this? I've seen this somewhere.
Yes, and now we have completed all of
And
the...
now there's no time to waste.
Yes, what is there is actually another one of the archive items. The spawn rate of these things. Come away, please.
Hey, you're not supposed to be able to open doors. What the fuck?
Oh, no, she can. Remember, she has opened doors for us, literally when
True.
when Ikuko was controlling her.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's nothing when there is no Yamire to help her. Okay, finally got him. And now we're gonna go back exactly the same way we came, except that we're gonna take a different turn. Oh, by the way, I believe I have mentioned it before. You can actually hurt your, like your companion. But it is almost impossible for you to actually kill them. Like, the damage that you do to your companion is heavily reduced compared to the damage that you do to the enemies. Same
That
thing.
your companion does to you.
Same thing actually applies the other direction. They don't really do too... Like, friendly fire exists, it's just very, very mild. Like, there you are. I thought for certain that I already had the key.
Apparently you don't.
This door, it might open.
Oh, she had the key. That was the thing. You
Just
know,
had to wait for her to do it.
it gets confusing when you have so many characters.
Don't let go.
And now, if I recall correctly, yep, our favorite, our favorite girl armed with a machine gun is around here.
This area looks familiar.
But thankfully, her presence is like mostly irrelevant. It's like, yeah, she can spray you with bullets, but what if she can't find you, you know? Which is the case most of the times. Oh yeah, this was a weird transition. The game pushed me back like a few steps just to wait for her.
Ridiculous.
Next on the news, a special joint task force formed between the Metropolitan and Prefectural Police Departments have announced that they may have a lead on Soji Abe, the fugitive suspect currently sought for questioning with regards to the murder of Ryoko Tagawa, restaurant employee in Tokyo.
Hey, who said you could take a picture?
Sorry. Look, can I ask you something? Can you tell me where I can catch a boat to Yamijima Island?
What kind of boat would go to a place like that? You know, you could always swim there, I suppose.
No way. I'm not really much of a swimmer. If you calculate the water temperature and the tidal shift, it's impossible. And it's not very practical either. What?
Well, good luck. Either way, I don't think you'll be able to get there.
Boy, was she wrong. Now, Mamoru has his final mission available, but that's not what we're gonna be doing now.
All that pain and suffering seems like a dream. I have to bring this whole nightmare to an end.
So, Misawa has upgraded to a Koyamibito. Exactly like it says.
This is it!
Yeah, that's
National
another.
sports, huh?
It's another archive item, and here is a piece of information that that actually wasn't in the guide. I guess the FAQ writer just sort of forgot about it. I completely understand. They may have just like done it so many times they just skipped a paragraph or something. But it is relatively easy to spot. However, sometimes you may think like, oh, it doesn't say anything in the guide about it. It's probably for another objective. Well, it's not.
Music's going hard for this level.
Oh yeah, this is another boss fight. So now, there's gonna be two bosses on this stage. This one's probably the more, I would say, standard. Like it said in the hint, what you want to do is pay attention to where he is actually walking around. And then bap him in the back. The reason why you specifically want to want him to go up here is because he opens this path for you. And if you make use of this path, I believe it just makes the whole fight a hell of a lot easier. An alternative is to just like keep walking behind him, try to not get spotted, and then when you do get spotted, inevitably just like try to hide until he stops chasing you, and then rinse and repeat. I have done it both ways, and yeah, the better solution is for him to just like walk all the way up there to the lighthouse, because then you can lock him in a cycle and have this fight be done relatively quickly. You do have to wait for him to get through his cycle of looking around for you. And yeah, for whatever reason, this light being enabled here is actually what forces him to go up to the lighthouse. I don't really understand why, but it does. And what's so special about the lighthouse? Well, him being a Koyamibito, he is freaking huge, and he can't get behind the lighthouse.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so this is a cheesy strategy, but I mean, they made him walk up here for a reason, and considering how jank this is, I will take every opportunity I have.
Absolutely.
You still want to take him from distance because he does have a machine gun. Honestly, the game telling you to use your light to stun him is a little bit like, that's a terrible suggestion, honestly, because he can notice you pretty quickly. He can notice you fairly quickly, and he will spray you with the machine gun. He'll turn around, spray you with the machine gun, and in a lot of the situations, you will just not be able to do anything about it, and you'll just get hit. But yeah, here it's you just run behind the lighthouse. He cannot do anything about it. And you just repeat it a number of times. The one advantage of this boss fight, rather like by advantage I mean a big saving grace, there's no Yamire.
Yeah, it's literally just you and him, it looks like.
Yeah, none of the...
That's it. Finished.
Or
You didn't
is
stab
it?
him with a root.
He doesn't have one because he wasn't born on this island, remember?
Yeah.
But yeah, there is a secondary objective on this stage, and well, things get weird.
What? Does it tell you to make out with the guy or something?
Oh, and this time it's actually a different scene, I believe. No, actually not. While this stage does paint itself as like a typical Mission 1, Mission 2, it technically is a continuation of the previous stage, which is a little bit odd, but you'll see what I mean.
Seems like a dream. I have to bring this whole nightmare to an end.
Yeah, you just have to get rid of the Otoshigo. You know, the Otoshigo.
The what?
You don't know what an Otoshigo is? It's
No.
right there. Like, you see all the pictures of Otoshigo?
No.
You have to figure out its attack pattern.
Okay.
That's it. Finished.
Want to go home.
Shit. And I thought it was over. This is it!
Or it's not. Well, this is the Otoshigo. And now, as you may notice in a moment, or rather in the cutscene, the whole reality starts to shift the moment that Otoshigo appears, like the mountains move and stuff like that. And we get we get weirdly enough a return of the of these little assholes.
Yeah, I remember these fucks.
Mm-hmm. Cheerios, that's what it is. Full of honey and
Cheerios.
good and nutrients.
Yeah. Helps lower cholesterol.
Or that's what they say.
Yeah, they claim that.
So, remember we got the fuse. And we need to weaken the Otoshigo. Now that we weaken the Otoshigo, we just use the gun. Until it starts... basically, this part of the boss is relatively similar to the objective of the previous one. Although I don't remember exactly if Otoshigo actually gets up to here. I believe it's way too big. However, unlike the Koyami Bito, it is actually susceptible from the front and from the back, basically from any direction. And yeah, this is the safest way to do this.
Sniping.
How lovely.
Sniping's a good job, mate.
Just waiting for it to come back into the view.
You know what it reminds me of, actually?
What?
It reminds me of the Marlboro from Final Fantasy.
I was gonna say the like the weird little octopus people from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Them too, yeah, the Utrons.
Yes. That's what it makes me think of with the little tentacles at the bottom. I am completely drawing a blank at what the Otoshigo is supposed to be honest. Like, it seems like an amalgamation of literally everything. That's what it looks like. It's like it took every all the creatures that it could find along the way. Like how it ate up Ichiko, for example. Just like
The
snatched
real
her up.
Oshigo was all the friends that ate along the way.
Yes, all the friends we ate along the way. But yeah, don't really worry. You don't really need to worry about the potentially running out of ammo. So long as you're literally not shooting the gun at the floor, you will have more than enough ammo to get to this phase.
Oh, you're treading dangerous waters now, Nico.
Disposable tank.
That's not a comforting noise.
None of them are comforting.
Yeah.
And it's actually very difficult to know where this thing is even going.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's doing a rollout, and I don't have my gun anymore. But it's okay, I don't really need it. Because what we really need to do is wait for it to bump its head into here. And then go up to here, to the lamp. And keep pressing X. It doesn't matter, keep pressing X.
What was with that shout? Was he trying to go Super Saiyan? Like, fuck.
I mean... I don't think he's doing very well.
Wow.
And that was our first ending. This is a sorry. This is a very odd one. It's like you seem to have Yorito seems to have ended up in some sort of an alternate dimension where Yamibito just sort of lead a normal life, and now he's basically seen as a monster in their world. And he goes completely nuts. I mean, he had a good lead up to it, too.
Yeah. Can't wait for him to exterminate an entire world by himself. Impressive.
Yeah, it's... you can sort of see that it's also, like, the rule, like, the way that everything looks is also very bizarre. Like, the sun is by default in an eclipse. But the weird part is they are still walking around outside, even though their skin is burning.
Yeah.
I guess maybe this game is warning us about the dangers of global warming.
And how people will still go outside anyway.
Yeah, basically.
Which I 100% believe, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Presented by Sony Computer Entertainment Incorporated.
I remember when Sony used to make games.
Sony of Japan specifically. Now they don't exist anymore.
Sadly.
Yeah. Because they made shit like this possible. They made Otoshigo reality.
And they made Wild Arms.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that was the first ending. That was Yorito's ending. Not a happy one, but it is what it is. And we'll see the rest of the game next time.